Hi, everyone. This is Keisha J with Bigger Than Memphis video podcast and also with BTM Business Solutions. So, today I want to do something a little bit different. I want to get on here and talk about my experience this past weekend at the Podbox Memphis Festival. When I tell you, you guys, this festival blessed my life. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. So this event was thrown by Miss Ina Esco. If you don't know Miss Ina Esco, you're lost in the sauce if you're a Memphis native. But for those who don't, she is a local radio personality. She has been doing big things in the city of Memphis for a very long time. And now she has a podcast that she's been doing for quite a while called Verbally Effective. If you have not heard it, please go out and listen to it. She interviews some great people, some movers and shakers inside our cities. So she has put on a podcast festival, and when I tell you guys, she did such an amazing job. It was so cool. The first night she had a mixer. I really wasn't planning on going to the mixer, but something said just go. It'll be a good time to mix and mingle and network and meet new people. And when I say I'm so glad I went, I am so glad I went. We had a good old funky time. The food was delicious. Chef Eli, he catered the food for the mixer and also for the next day. And the food was so delicious. Everything was good. There was also an open bar. So everything was free, even though I try not to drink at work events. The bartender, Candy Bar, bartending services, they did such a good job even with my virgin drink. So it was so cool. They had a fireside chat, and the people that she had on that fireside chat had so much good information to give to us. They gave us some great free game. You can't usually get that. The free game was amazing. These people explained how they started their podcast and pretty much explained why they were the best in the business. No, I'm not going to break it down and tell you everything that happened because you should have been there. When I tell you it was so good, it was good. She had Miss Anasa Trapman. She talked about grants. She had Mark Ronick. He talked about AI. She had Miss Danielle Desir Corbett. She talked about sponsorships. And she had Dominic Lawson. He talked about just narrative podcasting and what makes an award-winning podcast like his. And she also had Mr. Clyde Sims. And they all did an amazing job. Mr. Clyde, he has a production studio, and he just basically talked about what got him into podcasting, the podcasting business as far as like production. And he had a lot of good points. If it does not sound good, who's going to want to listen to it? So I took a lot away from that fireside chat. It was organized. It answered a lot of questions that I had. And everybody on the panel was so nice. Everybody was so down to earth. They answered questions. They took pictures. They were so cool. So I really enjoyed myself. And after the fireside chat, oh yeah, we danced. We danced. We did all the line dance. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. When I tell you we kicked it. Everybody was so much fun, cheering each other on, doing the different line dances, just eating and having a ball. It was so much fun. So the next day, the actual festival, it was so good. Like I said, another great day of valuable information. The speaker she had was Dominic Lawson, Mark Ronick again, Portia Stevens, and Melvin Stockwell. And the guest speaker was Danielle Desir Corbett. I took away so much information. I have so many notes written down about what each one of these presenters said. These presenters are so good at what they do, and I'm just so honored and blessed to be able to have that information given to me at a free event. And again, down to earth people, even though these people have kind of mastered the business that they're in or the scope of podcasting that they are in, they still were so nice and they just had so much information to give. And they just gave it away. Gave it away, y'all. You should have been there. Now, she also did another fireside chat with people who have podcast networks. She had Mr. Fabian Matthews, Paris Sharkey, Miss Tina Tilton, and Kelvin Woods. When I tell y'all, they gave me so much hope. They were down to earth. They made me feel like they're regular people just like you and I, which they are. But sometimes when you put people, when you know people's accolades, when you know people's success level, it can kind of be intimidating. But these people, they were amazing. The content, the value of everything that they gave to us was so inspiring. And they were just so cool, so nice. And they really gave me hope for my podcast. I am so excited for the future of podcasting. So this event has done a lot for me. Now, like I said, I initially just went to be a spectator, but Miss Ina Esco, before the festival even got here, she did send me a link to enter a pitch competition. So I did do that, and the judges were L. Perry, Marquise Cook, Laquita Jones, and Mike Evans. And these people are on a phenomenal level when it comes to social media marketing and being influential in the Memphis, Tennessee area. These people have a lot of pull, they have a lot of knowledge, they have a lot of experience with doing things in Memphis. And I mean, that was an honor too to just have them be able to judge our pitch competitions. I should have went into depth and asked more questions about my pitch. I did not win, and I was a little sad. I think I spent about 2-3 days just wondering, like, what could I have done better? I should have did this. I should have did that. But in the end, it was not meant for me to win, but that is okay. I still got a full day of getting to know people, to network with people, and I got more ears for people to know about my podcast. So hopefully that'll bring new listeners as well. Everything was just so much fun. The presenters, they did an amazing job. They were even brave. For them to even be brave enough to get up there on stage and to pitch was amazing. Everybody had a great attitude. Everybody was so positive. I just really enjoyed my experience, and this makes me just makes me more and more ready to put out more content, to put out better content. That's another thing too. I want to put out better content. I'm just so grateful to just be a part of this cohort, just to be a part of this group of people who are doing great things in podcasting. And I know one day I may not have won the pitch competition, but I know one day I will be on that panel. I will be one of those speakers because I am trying to learn more and more about this podcasting thing, and I'm trying to get better and better at it. So I have higher expectations for myself. I want to be able to give you all good content, entertaining content, quality content, and I want to be able to educate people if I can. So I just really thoroughly enjoyed it. Again, Ina, thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. Thank you for putting this on for our city. I'm looking forward to it getting bigger and bigger. You did an amazing job. It could not have been better. And I'm excited for the future. Yeah, so that was my weekend at the Podbox Memphis Festival. So don't forget, y'all, like everything else, Like, share, subscribe. See you next time.